Hi guys, welcome to another lesson from Miss Evick. Today this lesson is going to be reviewing estimating an imperfect square root. Now you guys on the OA you're going to have a calculator, so I'm going to teach you both ways to do it with and without a calculator. Both is obviously very helpful if you would like to check your answers. So we have here the square root of 300 is between which two consecutive integers? Is it A, between 15 and 16, B, between 16 and 17, is it C, between 17 and 18, or is it D, 18 and 19? So, how I would approach this problem first is kind of thinking through what is a square root? What is the perfect square root? A square root is actually, when you see this guy, whatever is the number inside the square root is actually going to be something, any number, times that same number. Okay, again, whatever this is going to be inside here will be a certain number times that same number. So we're kind of thinking, what times what would give us 300? Guess what? This is imperfect. It's an imperfect square root. It's not going to be a nice, pretty number. What I mean by that is it's going to be a really, really, really long decimal. And we want to know, okay, does this decimal fall between 15 and 16? Does this decimal fall between 16 and 17? So on and so on and so on. How I would approach this problem is I would make a list, if I didn't have a calculator, of 15 times 15 gives me what answer? Is it close to 300? Then I would do 16 times 16. Close to 300 again? We don't know. Maybe. If you get two values that are lower, one lower and one above, then you've reached your answer. So let's go ahead and make a list right now. I'm going to pull up my text box. Make it a little bit bigger over here. Okay. So let's start by A. So 15 times 15 gives you 225. We could be closer to 300. Let's see what 16 gives us. 16 times 16 equals 256. So obviously we know now that because 15 times 15 did not give us a value that is super close to 300, and 16 times 16 did not give us a value that would enclose this 300 inside, obviously 300 is not between 225 and 260 or 256. So we can actually rule out A now. We can cross it out. Let me get my pen, and we can cross that one all completely out. Okay, so now we're going to do, what is 17 times 17? And that one gives us 289. Now, again, if we compare our 16 times 16, this would also not fall in between. So, I'm going to bring this guy, and we'll leave it. It's fine. There you go. You can see it now. So, I'm going to rule out B as well. Notice, here we have 256 and 289. Obviously, 300 does not fall between them. So, that's why we ruled out B. Okay, now C. Let's get our text box back. See if I can move this down. There we go. You can see both of them now. So 18 times 18, not minus, equals 324. So obviously now have we found it? Yes, we absolutely have in fact found it. So getting rid of that, 289 is lower than 300. And now we have go away. We have 324, which is also above 300. So yes, we have found where 300 would lie between. So now we know our answer is C. There's really no need to continue. Really no need to continue to see if 19 times 19 would work, because it's obviously going to have two numbers that lie above 300. Okay, how do I check this? You're going to have a calculator. So what I would do is punch in your calculator, your square root button, and it's going to look like this. It's going to have the parentheses on it. So then you type in 300, you guys even know I typed the rest of it before. Now, if you just press enter right now, it's not going to work. You have got to close these parentheses on your calculator for it not to give you an error sign. And then you press equal. Now, what does this give you? Let's use this again to make it a little bit easier. This gives you a really, really long decimal, which is 17.320508088. And then that's all the calculator can give you because it's just so long. So I'm going to write decimals, meaning that it will continue. Now, obviously, is 17.3 between 17 and 18? Of course it is. So we actually, yes, we did choose the correct answer. Get rid of that. Go away. And so it checks out. Everything is good. Thank you for stopping by.